Hey everyone, welcome in. We're going to do a collective reading here together, and so welcome back. I worked on some element sign readings today, and they were really big energy, so I want to kind of keep an eye on that. And if you're new, I do a different type of a work here, okay? It's just different. And I love the creator of all things. I'm asking at his hand. He's mighty. He's magnificent. I'm not ashamed of the breath that's in me from the creator. And his name is YHVH Elohim. So if you hear me say that, that's who I'm asking at the hand of. Those of you who are affiliated with this channel, I appreciate you all so very much. And I just wanted to say that as of today, October the 13th, I have enough days of shelter for tomorrow and the next day. So thank you all. I had a couple people give today that was able to just come on in here and help me have some shelter. Thank you so much. You have no idea. I'm still in need of food and shelter beyond that. Those of you who may be able to help, thank you very much. But anybody can pray, and I appreciate that. Those of you who don't know my story, you just don't know my story, and it's horrific. But it is what it is, and the Most High is faithful. He is faithful, and I just wanted to give a shout out to those of you who did give today to allow me to have shelter. It's cold out there today. I pray for people who are homeless, and if you are new, I'm not homeless of my own accord. I'm homeless because somebody did that to me on purpose so that I would be thrown out, and it's unethical. Okay, and so anyway, I'll get my justice. I know that I will have my day in court with this matter. But anyway, if you are able to help or you know somebody who is charitable or kind like that, then please share my information down below. And thank you so much. Share as much, I did a video today just with my face to face. So if you want to share that video somewhere for people that may, be kind or in a place where they're able to give to somebody in need, then thank you so much for helping. You have no idea. All right, let's get in here. Most High, just come on in here and just begin to speak. What do you want to bring out here for the collective? Yes, there is something really nasty going on here with the psychopath. It came out in the, I don't remember which reading it was that it came out. We have a mental case now coming out. And somebody had been in big danger for the next 24 hours around something. And then I think in the water reading it said, there was a love situation that was going on in wording. This card right here talks about, this is my homemade deck that I'm using, and this is my love of a lifetime card. So what, if y'all really need to check your intuition, if you're thinking somebody, it is that for some people that you have an imposter around. Somebody does, because the imposter card came out. Okay, somebody also was a habitual liar that came out, but somebody's crazy and somebody had danger around, and there was third-degree murder that came out. So again, we had the word psychopath. Now this mental case is coming out right now. The next card says that if you will take my hand, I promise not to let go. And if you do have a third party, because I did have one of those readings said third party, and you got a mental case around your third party, and you do need to get up in here and hold somebody's hand and say, I'm gonna come up in here because they do know what's going on. I mean, obviously, folks, if you don't know somebody's a mental case, you really need to check your own intuition. Okay? Because if somebody is a mental case, and you're connected with the Most High, your spirit's going to go off on the inside of you. God's given everyone a God-given knower if you have the Holy Spirit on the inside. Okay? And anyway, whatever all that's about, for the third-party nonsense that's going on, somebody's dangerous out here. This is a totally different deck, and it's coming out. It's amazing. You hold up. Just continue to speak out here. What else do you want to bring out? We have can't make up my mind. Okay, well, somebody got mental issues. I'm sorry, if you can't, if you're back and forth, the Most High said a double-minded person is unstable in all of their ways. Okay, and so I guess if you can't make up your mind, I guess you can't make up your mind. I don't know what that's about. There are friends involved in something for some of you all, is what the bottom of the deck says, and so if they're influencing something or confusing something, I don't know. What's the truth about a matter? That next card underneath that says, let me spoil you in an upright way. Okay, somebody does want to take somebody's hand and be upright, then it'll prove itself, folks. Please always remember to look right down into the pupil of people's eyes when they are talking to you. If they cannot hold a gaze into your pupil, then, it's just good information for everybody to practice. Okay, our eyes are the windows of our soul. And I want to just say that I have several times looked down in people's eyes and seen slits down them, because that's your eyes are spiritual, right? And some people are infiltrated with demons because somebody's a mental case out here. What are you going to bring out here, you little bit? The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the King of Swords, and the little Page of Cups. Don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. This Five of Pentacles, that's about lack and feeling insecure and being thrown out and feeling left out in the cold and stuff like that. But in this deck that I'm using, it talks about a harlot trying to jump up on somebody's lap to get their keys, and once they get in there, they're just like, you gave me your keys. And somebody else in the I think it was the water reading, there was something about vehicles there, and I said somebody may have somebody's vehicle, but if somebody's got somebody's keys, if you let somebody use your keys, or somebody is trying to get up in here to get your keys, and they're a mental case, and somebody's got some nonsense around something, then we do have a seducing energy out here with this Page of Cups. The King of Swords in this deck, the sword, the tip of his sword is off. This is a very cold as ice energy. Very dangerous person that is very detached. They're in debauchery in the negative of that energy. And if you're upright, the King of Swords is going to just be 15 billion steps ahead of the situation. Very calculated individual. In the upright, he will tell the truth and he won't mess around. And somebody is up in here. I mean, there's a king and a little page. And the Five of Pentacles that talks about a harlot. Okay. And somebody does not have a tip on their sword anymore. And if somebody knows about the information, they absolutely know that, look, you're going to take my hand and I'm going to protect you in something. And somebody knows nobody has no point to make anymore about some crazy mental case issue out here. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups is about being receptive to something. So whether you're being receptive to the mental case, or whether you're being receptive to somebody who is wanting to protect something out here. Because we have authority out here with the King of Swords in this reading. There's the Magician. So that's a very skilled manipulator in the negative. Somebody may be very, very smart, but they're dangerous somewhere, folks. This is about producing stuff. We have some professional energy that is here, and it also came out in the element sign readings. Show me this message with that Page of Cups there. Can be an apology to something for some people. We have something public going on here. We also have the Three of Wands and the Knight in Shining Armor, which is also can be like a legal person card as well, or a love situation is out here. It came out in wording like I said. The Six of Wands is here, and this shows somebody holding a cage in their hands. Okay? And if the King of Swords is not in the upright, he's a very mental control freak. And if we have somebody in authority, and we do, because it's come out over and over, that is a control freak somewhere and is keeping somebody in a cage around some matter, then that's what that's showing. And so we have a professional, somebody's known in the public eye here, and they're very creative. because the Page of Cups goes back to being very creative energy, but it's a seducing, nonsense, slippery communication, all that stuff. The Three of Wands shows flattery going on in this picture. A bunch of people around this person, and they just like all the flattery. And this is about trading things with that and making decisions. The Sun is at the bottom of the deck on this. This is a forcing energy. Or we had a great big like pride and conceit come out with the doe that was being made reference to in the air reading. They had the doe that was coming out, and then the word pride came out in the water reading, and I referenced that air reading to that. And this is pride, ego, and stuff. But somebody is forceful somewhere, then they are. Show me that Five of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. All right, there's two fives here. There's a change going on. If the King of Pentacles is upright, he's very grounded and very practical. If he's not, he's jealous, he's stubborn, I'll pay anybody off, I'll do whatever. He's hired a harlot. For some people, the Five of Swords is I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I'm going to win at all costs somewhere. There's the Fool underneath the deck. There's a Fool here. There's a Fool here somewhere. And it's around work matters as well, really big. We have two boss figures out here with two kings coming out. Show me that King of Swords. The Seven of Swords and the Players coming out on it. Okay, well, anyway, that's a fornicator card. We have people cards coming out here as well. The High Priestess, the Judgment, the Ten of Swords, and the Chariot. There's an issue out here. This word goes to an issue. And this word here combination with the the Chariot and the High Priestess make the word issue. And the Judgment and the High Priestess card together make the word a master or a boss. We do have, so if these are employees and bosses, and there's a work matter out here, then there's a judgment out here. There's a betrayal with the Ten of Swords. Somebody's a cheater out here and a thief around this King of Swords energy, because it came out with that little player. Seven of Swords shows somebody sits around your table and they just feed you a bunch of whatever because they're a mental case. Somebody's a mental case in the mix here. There's a bad betrayal out here, or that's a backstabbing death with the Ten of Swords coming out. Well, there are secrets around travel situations out here. There's that Love of a Lifetime card there as well. Underneath the deck, it's here twice. So we do have protection out here, and if somebody is trying to be sneaky around this energy or trying to make up their mind on some ordeal out here for protection, because there is a love of a lifetime out here, then somebody is dealing with whoever the little player and the mental case is around it. Show me that. Let's pull this mental case down. Show me this mental case card. The Four of Cups in the reverse with the Nine of Cups. This is somebody who's in apathy. They don't care. They don't. The King of Swords is out here. There's a plot at the bottom of the deck on something going on. The Nine of Cups can be a narcissistic card. And it's an you could be dealing with somebody who overindulges in drugs, alcohol, whatever it is. But there's some plotting out here around this mental case energy out here. There's the Fool again. And then the Eight of Pentacles is here. Something about work is here. There's the Three of Pentacles. There are third parties here. That definitely, the Three of Pentacles definitely is a third party card. Somebody's just got a crazy around some connection that's supposed to be here. They're nuts around it. What's being contemplated? You hold up. You reveal it. The Four of Pentacles. This shows somebody trying to entice someone in the picture. I always pull it up in the camera that there's somebody behind this person in the background of this person who's trying to, again, somebody's trying to entice somebody to get into, their house, to get their vehicle, to get access somewhere or something like that, or they did that and it started a war, and now this person's just like crazy around something as well, if that's past energy. The Four of Pentacles, though, folks, is a greed card. It came out over here with this harlot with the King of Pentacles. Money. Somebody's around somebody's money in a really bad, ferocious type of a way. There's third parties out here trying to collaborate something. So if this was past energy and that Four of Cups is there on that mental case, then that tells us with the Four of Cups, it has a meaning of, I'm in a bored relationship. I'm just going to step out and do something. And they stepped out with the wrong person. Now there's some, and if they did, they were just like, I'm bored. I'm going to hire a harlot. By God, they got themselves into a mess then with this energy. You don't know that there's death at that person's house is what the Most High God tells you, folks. What else do you want? Let me take some more words out here. The Eight of Swords. Somebody's feeling stuck. If somebody needs to do something about the mental case, folks. Somebody needs to stand up to whoever the little cray-cray is. Put them in their freaking place. And get it. Well, again, the Eight of Swords is there. We want all the cray-crays out. You want to be crazy, go be crazy behind the bars. Added tire services out here. Okay, well, that explains a lot about those vehicles that were coming out. I think it was the water reading. And, you know, was it the fire reading? I think the fire reading had something white that come out. In the water reading right after that, a white vehicle showed itself in that reading. Somebody may drive a white vehicle that may be very, very prominent to something going on, for a clue to something, because it really did show up. A bad thing is going to be made right out here, or somebody's back and forth. Obviously, that I'm going to take that back and forth energy to the mental case person. If you got your mind, you do know what to do. Okay, if your friends are out here involved, whether they be helping you or trying to influence you in some type of a way, and you're back and forth because you're friends, I would suggest that you just step out and say, God, what would you have me do? Okay, well, obviously you need to get counsel. There were people that were weighing the pros and cons to some stuff in the air reading. I don't know. So the word issue is out here, is the next card. It's out here in the tarot. A government intelligence is out here. We have authority with the King of Swords, and then helping your family is out here. Okay, is an issue. Anyway, somebody's got a truthful friend at the bottom of the deck, and we have friends involved in something, and a group bound together. Well, there's definitely people cards out here in this reading. Let me grab another deck here. What else you want to bring out, Yehovah? Always remember the Most High leads us by peace. If you don't have a peace, I guess you don't have a peace yet to make that decision. I pray for you, whatever that means for you. Oh my God. The mental problem card finds my hand out of this deck. That's incredible. You know what's funny is all these cards to my right, all these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards over here, and I just took stacks of them to make a deck, and now this is here. That's incredible. Somebody dealing with a dangerous party out here, folks. Incredible. So we have a captain out here. We do have a government intelligence that came out in this other deck. We have somebody in authority out here dealing with something. All right. Well, remember, we had headquarters that came out this morning on the channel. And I've had cops and police and FBI come out real heavy today. Well, take them out, Yehovah. So there is a captain out here. A measure cord. Whose reading was that, Yehovah, that I did tonight? Somebody, I think it may have been the air reading. There was something about a hanging in a cord there, or a choking, or something like that. Was it being, addressed in that reading? Well, anyway, people. Speak on, Jehovah, because when you speak, you mean what you say. Deuteronomy 26:18-19 says, and Jehovah has acknowledged thee this day to be his peculiar people. If somebody is going to do the right thing and get up in here and keep the commandments of the Most High God, and you are his peculiar people, then he's going to keep covenant with you. Okay, he's going to keep covenant with you. He says, this day you become my peculiar people, as he has promised thee, that thou shalt keep all of his commandments, and to make thee high above all the nations, which he has made in praise and in his name and honor, and that thou mayest be a holy people unto Jehovah thy Elohim, as he has spoken. Now, why is this prevalent that he's bringing this out? Because the Most High tells us if we keep his commandments, no evil thing shall come nigh us. And if you are confident in the Most High God and getting up in here and doing something, even though there is caution around it, and you know without a shadow of a doubt you're keeping the ways of the Most High, his angels will be charged around you. Okay? So anyway, peculiar, the word peculiar goes back to private property. God himself will go, nope, don't think so. That's my private property. Go ahead and try to do what you think you're going to do. But they keep in my commandment. They my private property. They my peculiar people. You go ahead and try to touch them and see what I'm going to do to you. Little mental case. Okay? Somebody don't have a chance up against somebody who belongs to the Most High God. The Most High protect you and I all day long. So wicked person's going to be removed finally, it says. Well, they are. There is something huge going on yesterday. The Most High said, just stay calm and trust. And I have done that. It's been very much... I don't know. There is no words what I have stood through, and some of you as well. There's a victory going to take place out here is what the next card says. And then the last card says that a wicked doer gives heed to false lips, and a liar gives ear to a naughty tongue. And there is a liar out here, folks. There was a habitual liar that came out inwardly because the person's crazy. Isaiah 54:14 is at the bottom of the deck, and it says, in righteousness you shall be established. For thou shalt not fear, and terror shall not come near thee, saith Jehovah. What's righteousness? Keeping his commandments, folks. Get up and do what you're supposed to do, and quit going back and forth. I mean, obviously you got to have that peace when God gives you the go ahead to do something. And if you are keeping covenant and yet you got other people talking in your ear, God, you want God's word to override other people saying, well, what if this? And oh, well, what if that? Well, you have a for sure word in God. You and I have a for sure word in God. This says there's a victory out there. We have the Fihu coming out, which is something hidden's going to come to the light, okay, for you, for this decision, or it already has, or whatever. There's fraud issues around some stuff, and so that's also why somebody went crazy, because there's a bunch of money attached to something. The greed is out here, and your children are out here attached to something with this rune as well. So this tells us to trust. It has a meaning of trust. Somebody just needs to trust, get up and do the right thing. A wicked person is going to be removed. There's a victory out here. There's prison out here a couple different times. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. Let this issue go away and let people get on with their life. And let us give thanks to God. All right, this is what come out, folks. Until next time, shalom.